Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Look at the glass. Look at the glass. See that glass? Check. Yeah. Yo. Hey, yo, brothers try to clap. Monkey see, monkey do. I'm coming with black gloves. The snuffles all chunky too. African gold diddles, iced out metals. I see niggas get hurt. By the hands of stilettos. I played one nigga and watched the other die by the echo. I had dots and dots with niggas that look like freckles. Pay homage, my Islamic, my Miss Thomas. I threw it rhymes in my camel suit. I see it in my vomit. It's a world permitted me. I live when I'm dragging the shotty. It's down in here. Over brick square where my man got 85 to life in that shit. Yeah, same day he spit at the judge and threw a cheer. Over large cake. You know it's on. Checkmate. You think it's fun just like a mixtape. Yeah, we take down your squads and we mob and we go. It's the kid with the no face. Take it, take home just like a snowflake. No reusable hammers, they all always. Yeah, we can get flamers and hammers do damage.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and aliens. Oh my God, what the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. I have to. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you say Asian aliens?
I said aliens. Yes, I did. I don't know why the hell I said that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PWF, which is the podcast of unappreciated wrestling fans. I hope YouTube does not copyright us for that song. It was a cipher from Ghostface Killer. Shout out to Ghostface Killer and his new crew. It's a good song. Like I said, great freestyle song. Either way, today we're doing a nice little special thing because Wednesday there was a technical difficulty in the sound with NXT Time with D-Walk. Shout out to Thea Hale, giving us a shout out on the show on stories. So we wanted to do a redo, and plus we weren't there because obviously there was the about a 24-hour blackout around Puerto Rico where we live. The whole island had no light for about 12 to 24 hours. So that just sucked for everybody else here. Either way, welcome to the PWF presents NXT Time with D-Walk.
Yep.
Now, we're going to talk about NXT Time, little just abbreviated versions and just stuff like that. We have clips for Evolve. So we're going to talk about NXT. After that, we're going to go straight into Evolve. We'll put that out to everybody else, okay? So, first match of NXT. Oh, wait. First off, CeeJayWolfy, Terrell, please introduce yourselves. You're on the PWF. I apologize. I just started drinking.
Special
What the
crossover.
hell's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Sorry.
He's just straight to business.
Go
ahead.
Go on.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy For-Terrell and the beautiful werewolf,
Hello, CeeJayWolfy. How y'all doing?
and we are kicking it live Friday night with your people. PUWF. Yeah.
We got a button for that.
You do.
We do have a button for that. Mr. Joe, the historian and the auditor. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing
good.
lovely.
D-Walk, what's up with your Dakota Fanning sunglasses? Let's talk about that.
Oh, I thought that was
Dakota
Soulja Boy.
Fanning.
Oh wow. I would have said the glasses from the Logan movie, but that same thing, just different color.
Very versatile.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Soulja
get
Boy,
that.
send me one of them free send me one of those emulator systems for the low, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I already see you asked me to you already knew you was gonna ask me, so it should be popping up in your house in like 5-10 minutes, you know.
Did you say like
Man,
a Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy after he got the money, because it's like that's just that's just him. That's just him.
Okay.
First match of NXT. Let's talk about that fatal four-way. Lexis King, Eddie Thorpe, Wesley, and Ego.
Yep.
In the end, everyone got their shit in, and Ego won. Ricky Starks got kicked out. This is the part I want to say about this. Ricky Starks gets kicked out in a fatal four-way match qualification.
Yeah, he was pissed.
And the ref can't do shit to Ricky Starks, and he has no authority to kick him out. Wesley's group, Tyson and Tyree, could have came out and wrecked shit. They can't kick him out. Ego could have called in somebody. Also, Ego winning just signifies that an ex-AEW wrestler is going to fight an ex-AEW wrestler on Stand and Deliver.
Right.
CeeJayWolfy and Terrell, since you're special guest in the PWF, what are your thoughts on the match, your rating of it, and who you think should have won and fought Ricky?
I'll give the match probably like a B minus. Just because I don't agree with like why Ricky got sent to the back. But I did notice that Eddie Thorpe was getting a pop out there. Like they was literally chanting his name. I'm not gonna say he was my pick, but it would have been kind of interesting. But I'm gonna say my second option did win, which was Ethan.
Yeah, my option probably to win this match probably would be Wesley. A match with him and Ricky Star would have been real good to see.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
But I give you the match big minus too. Yeah, for what they did.
He'll get there, but give it some time with Eddie Thorpe.
Either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it that. All right. D-Walk with perfect audio, and he has not been saying anything offensive. What are your thoughts on this match?
Soldier Boy.
Hold on.
Hold on, he's got to get his Dakota Fannings out. He's got to get him out.
Yeah.
Like he's on the red carpet.
Yep.
Say, I gotta get his grade a goddamn motherfucking at least like a fucking C minus. For one, I didn't like it because why the fuck did whatchamacallit win the match? It could have been anybody new. Ethan Page is a world champion. He needs to stay at the world champion category. For him to drop down and try to go for the North American title, to me, it was like a filler. I would have rather seen Wesley or anybody else win it besides him.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe BNCO.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers give me a headache. Why the fuck would anybody want to see Wesley still in the damn North American title picture? He's been in the damn North American title picture now for like 4 goddamn years.
But he's the longest one. He was the longest.
Go away. Go away. Gary Coleman needs to go away. Go away, Gary Coleman. Go away with that haircut. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, damn. Don't do that to him. Don't throw him to Evolve.
Gary Coleman needs to
Wait. Hold on.
Evolve.
Wait, Terrell. Hold on. Joe, hold up a second. Terrell, go.
Oh, I was gonna say Gary. Well, no, that's gonna be wrong. I ain't trying to get us canceled. I ain't trying to make no jokes right now.
What you gonna call him?
Well, this
Webster?
is the wait, hold on. First off, this
Webster?
is the PWF. You can say whatever the fuck you
I
want.
was gonna say
honestly.
Gary already left.
Yeah.
Manuel Lewis? That's where West needs to go. He needs to leave. Bye. See ya. Get out of here, Gary Coleman. I mean, with that haircut, come on now.
With
He's got that
Gary haircut.
1980s Gary Coleman style haircut.
Hey,
get out of here.
I'd rather see Wesley than for Javon Evans.
I'd rather see Wesley go to TNA.
And I literally have the button right here. You know what, Joe? You're lying.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You're right. I am lying. I'd rather see him go to fucking MLW.
No, you're like,
Sorry, I have to do it.
like in TNA, he would shine. He would get like multiple belts. He would be like freaking Kenny Omega. Like you would get so pissed off. Like, why the fuck is Wesley on my damn TV all the time?
Send him to MLW. They got Matt Riddle as the world champion.
Hey, he gonna win like 6 titles if he go there. You'll be really upset.
MLW.
That's MLW. Who the hell cares?
First off, shout out to Tim. And MLW is a great promotion that has Microman. Great wrestler. Great wrestler.
They also have
let's just focus on the match.
Hammerstone's back there now too.
Oh, hey, good for him. Like he got fired from WWE, went right back to MLW. Good for him.
He was in TNA. He was in TNA for a while.
Yeah, he was for a little bit, and then like, eh. Also, post match, Ricky Starks come back inside, spears him.
Yeah, Ricky Starks stands.
Yeah,
he stands on top, raising the belt at the end of the last NXT before the pay-per-view. So, which means
we're talking about in theory,
all ego Ethan Page should be the new North American champion on Saturday.
So let's talk about that since we're here. Since everyone's here. CeeJayWolfy Terrell, ego versus Ricky Starks. Who wins? Stand and deliver.
Yeah, I had to go with Ricky.
Ricky. Okay.
All day.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Oh, Ethan. Okay. Cardi M.
I know Ricky.
Bricky. She said Bricky, by the way.
No, I said I'd hope Ricky.
I was gonna say I heard that word hope. I heard that word hope in there. Hope.
Yeah, you hope. Okay, so really, her heart of hearts say Ethan.
No, because like I feel like they'll just give Ethan another belt, but
yes.
I mean they just gave Ricky the belt, so that wouldn't make any sense.
They've done it before. They've done that's called hot shot booking.
Yeah, but and it seems like Ethan, Ego would be the one to do hot shot booking.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they'll
I
do
don't
the
know.
same thing like they did with Trick.
Hashtag give Javon a chance.
Javon has a chance. Javon's going
I
after
know,
the
but
belt.
like Joe's always roasting him.
But we'll talk about that later. By the way, for Eddie Thorpe, if you're watching this, you need to stick with the I'm Native American and everyone else is racist against you.
Yeah, stick with the casino thing.
Yeah, yeah. Wear
I
your
didn't
suit.
say that
wear
shit.
A suit.
I didn't
wear a suit. Pretend like you own a casino.
Yeah,
throw poker chips at people.
Yeah,
throw poker chips at people.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I was
little
just,
people.
Oh,
no,
okay.
hold up. Cardi M
Play
has,
the heel.
Cardi M
Am I gonna speak on this?
Yes,
Okay,
go
I'm
on.
gonna speak
Go on.
this.
Cardi M has the
Play the heel.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead, D-Wolf.
No, go ahead. I can wait.
Okay. All right. I will always stand up for Native representation. I think it's important. But I think what they need to do is Eddie Thorpe needs to be a babyface because him as a heel or him as a heel and being like, oh, like it belongs to me, versus just being like positive.
He was that. He was a DJ. It is.
Well, switch it up. Switch it. Now he's a painter. I don't know.
Cardi M, he was a babyface for a while and he couldn't get over.
Yeah.
He
had girls.
Also,
he had all the girls that we saw in Evolve on his ass.
Like Adonis.
Yeah, like Adonis, but the respectable way.
Go ahead, Terrell. You were gonna say something, and then D-Wolf.
Y'all good. I was gonna say it could be kind of symbolic for him to feel the way that he do. Going with the going with the race narrative, because it's a North American championship. If he takes the title, he did it for his people.
I'd be down for him to win.
It's like a full circle revenge type of thing. Like, a Native American is champion. Yeah.
I'm coming out throwing casino vouchers.
And then he melts the belt down and makes a belt buckle out of it, a big belt buckle.
Oh my god!
What's the button?
Oh my god!
Damn, Joe, you get dinged already, bro.
No. Both of you motherfuckers. Don't give me that. Oh, it was him. But look, you both got guns in your hands.
I like that, Joe. It could be like that Kendrick Lamar belt buckle on GNA.
Yep. That big fucking belt buckle.
Yeah, it looks like the hardcore title.
He comes out wearing his pants, this big belt buckle, and you're like, why is his belt buckle so big? And then he's like, I melted the title belt down so I could wear it something more appropriate for my people.
And the belt,
and that's fine, but
the belt can still be red, like a leather red strap. Man, that'd be crazy.
And then maybe made of poker chips, so you can throw out.
Oh my god! I swear to God, this guy's gonna push my fucking buttons on this shit, dude. He loves.
As long as he don't come out with a bottle, of Red Indian whiskey.
We're good. I could picture Eddie Thorpe first of all, what's the crowd? Just come out.
I got a cramp, man.
This is the
PWF. I'm a wrestler.
Riding an Indian head motorcycle.
Oh my god!
Hey, he come out on a buffalo, riding a buffalo.
They're all right there, baby. Now, okay, let's okay. Wait, no, yeah. Go for it.
I'll back you away.
I'm the Huckleberry. Okay, there you go.
Damn right you are.
Oh my god.
Let's continue on. Backstage, Soul Ruka or Zariuka, or whatever you want to call that shit. Saruka.
Zuka.
No, it was Zaruka. We're backstage arguing who's gonna get the belt. Lola Vice came out. Everyone out there. Easy Dane came out, said her thing. So Ruka said that she'll get it. She says something like Zaria says something like that. So I want to say that right there. Jordan Grace gets a hype package. What I really want to talk about that because we saw that Jordan Grace, what she was now, was clearly not what she was back in the day.
I liked her video
Mhm.
package.
Yeah, and it showed how she was husky and everything else. And how she got stronger. She became the Juggernaut, and no one can doubt her because she became the Juggernaut on her own. So, CeeJayWolfy Terrell, what are your thoughts on the Jordan Grace package? And luckily, she had so many TNA footage. They used that out their ass.
They had to use some footage from there because that was she most of them had time there in TNA.
Yes,
And
they had to.
I love it.
Yeah, the evolution was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like a fever dream because we seeing TNA promotion on on
Man, they go through these ropes, break my neck.
Yeah, I know. That was one time, Joe. One time that she botched.
Okay, so
Twice in one match. Twice in one match.
Okay, one match out of 100.
Just to be fair for Joe, just to be fair for Joe,
professionals.
We got to call it. No jump man Jordan.
Okay. Yeah.
And why did they make that video package? Because they're trying to get the stank off of the fucking botches that she had 2 weeks ago.
Either flop Jordan,
okay,
flop Jordan,
still
or no
talking
jump
about
man Jordan.
Because she's a professional that's been in the business for 10 to 15 years.
Yes, and yet she was fighting. I
rather her not.
Yes,
the fall from grace.
Oh,
yes. Now here's the thing, though. That's fucked up. But there
you go. That was her fall from grace.
Fucked up. But here's the thing, though. No. We have to remember this. She was fighting a woman that was 3 years experience in performance center. And again, I would call Jada Planthead Parker because she planted fucking Jordan's head right in the freaking mat like a fucking plant. That again, no one in the last 2 weeks has talked about that shit.
Okay. These are I can't
that
remember.
I have.
We have. PWF has.
We talked about them last episode, and they are some older botches now, like a month, a couple weeks ago, whatever. But it was like a pattern. So I said it I don't know if it was just her not knowing her own strength or whatever. Like I didn't know that she was a veteran wrestler, but maybe she's just finding her footing as a stronger wrestler. I don't know.
That's fine. Jada Parker wasn't a good fit for me.
Don't high fly.
Yeah,
don't high fly. We've talked about this, Alex, in the past. All of us. You've brought it up numerous times.
Yeah.
Don't high fly. Stop with all these women diving through the ropes and stuff. If you're not, that's not your style. Don't do it.
Well, okay.
You're a powerhouse. Stay on the ground.
To be fair, we have been saying to switch up their style, and me and Alex were talking about it, and it's everybody who came in who was doing the ladder match when I first started a year ago. Yeah. Should kind of be switching up their character a little bit by now, just with the booty bump stuff that everybody's saying to do different shit. But so I respect that they're trying something different, and so maybe it was genuinely just a botch. Is what it is.
Oh my god, we'll get to what we need to get later on.
That match was the hashtag meat curtains versus muscles match.
Oh God, I'm sorry about that.
That's what I nicknamed that match. That's from.
I'm your huckleberry.
Yes, it just stopped. Yeah.
I say meat curtains because that's from when Jada Parker had that botch wardrobe malfunction where she had her legs. And shit was going.
Hey, that's an ultimate. Hey, that is an ultimate. Hey, that is an ultimate Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, it's Arby's versus tropical smoothie.
I know what the fucking button is. God damn it.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Arby's versus tropical smoothie. That's what that match is. Who got the Jada got the meat and Jordan's got the muscles and the vitamins.
Okay. Moving on now. What's next match? Lola Vice versus Tatum Paxley.
Oh, hey Joe, I'll disappear. I'll walk away for 30 seconds and you already getting dinged. Oh, man. Hey, you got to be on your best behavior, man.
They were getting ready for you. They were getting ready for you.
There we go. You guys okay?
They were early preempting, hitting the button, getting ready for what you're going to say next.
Yes. Okay. Now, before we continue, this was a very good match between Lola Vice and Tatum Paxley, but it really wasn't a really good match because if you had the choice between Tatum and Lola, I would have Tatum go to the ladder match because she's more flexible and she's just crazy like all the rest of the people. We talked about this last week that an MMA fighter in a ladder match is a dumb idea. We brought up Ken Shamrock and we brought up the fact that Ken Shamrock was in a ladder match, and Joe, being the historian, reminded me that it was terrible. Looked it up. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
So it was bad.
Yeah.
So why would you put another MMA fighter?
Who was it? It was him versus The Rock, wasn't it? Was it him versus The Rock?
I don't know.
It was The Rock or someone like that. I don't know. It was a bad match.
It was.
But
yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't watch it like growing up, but I had watched it like a few years ago, and I was like, whoa, that was very uncomfortable to watch. And I love Ken Shamrock.
Yeah,
the only thing
he's great.
The only thing I want to see Lola do is I want to see her hit somebody and like pull him through the fucking like the ladder and maybe put him in a submission like a triangle or something through the ladder, like through a ladder, like when they're at the top of the ladder, go through the slats and put somebody in a triangle and just hang there on the ladder.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you gotta do something with an MMA fighter, but the problem with an MMA fighter, you have, which I like to call Thea Hale, the Darby Allin Hale, because she's starting to do Darby Allin moves. We'll talk about that later.
Don't you relate her to that trash can?
Yeah.
No. Thea Hale's a little chunky, but at the same time, Thea Hale is doing it. I've heard a couple podcasts. She did a coffin drop. We like it or not. Like if she's gonna start using coffin drop moves like Darby Allin,
Don't you relate her to Darby Allin, the human bus stop? Don't be doing that.
No.
Okay. First off, pause, and I have to press this button because
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
But he didn't get hit by a bus.
What?
He stopped the bus. Hey, the bus stopped after it hit him, didn't it?
Okay, here's the point. I want to say right now.
Bus stop.
Cardi M, go.
Okay,
go.
Show.
These are matches. We try to do NXT, ladies and gentlemen. This always happens.
I think I forgot at this point.
Yeah, Joe. Come on, man. We need to straighten up.
No, if
Drink your beer. Shut up, D-Walk.
If anyone saw Thea Hale's Instagram story, she's been like preparing for this ladder match. So
like shotgunning an energy drink in the morning, shotgunning an energy drink before she goes to sleep, which I don't understand.
Ladders, arm days.
We tagged her on Instagram. So, but the point is,
they're heavy.
They're heavy. So, and then she's doing arm days. Look, the point I'm saying is this: Lola Vice winning, and she won with a hurricane. Blah 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 blah. Tatum Paxley not being in the match is a travesty. CeeJayWolfy, Terrell, your thoughts and rating?
Yeah, it was pretty good. So I give it like a B+. And yeah, I do want to see Tatum win. I did want Tatum win though, but I'm all right with Lola Vice though. So I'm gonna see how she's gonna do it in this match and stand little.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a C-.
Okay.
It was a good match, but I wanted Tatum to win because I just knew she was gonna show her ass if she got in the match.
Yeah.
There it is.
Chicks everywhere. It was chicks, cha-chas everywhere after the match. What happened to regular matches, man? What happened to actual people wrestling?
Hey,
man, spit my drink out.
Listen, now I'm giving this match a D for disrespectful because they disrespected Tatum Paxley.
See, this is Tatum Paxley across the board.
I think she could have won.
Yeah, this is a T for Tatum Paxley should have won. Tatum Paxley, if you hear this, you should have won the match. Your creative style and just really weird things would have been awesome to do. But for now, we have an MMA fighter in a 6-woman tag match.
I'm starting to think she's a stripper or something. Like she twerks so much, I'll be starting to think she's a stripper. Where's the MMA fighting at? Come on.
I don't know. The character like doesn't feel genuine anymore.
Yes.
It's just like I feel like Kaylani's ahead of the game and that she already switched up her character and now she's like an angry heel type.
Yeah.
Or angry baby face. But everybody else, like, I don't know. It's like Lola Vice went away to TNA for a while, and then she came back and acted like nothing happened.
Yeah, and then
what?
Yeah,
What's that?
D-Walk. I
What
got this
happened?
bar of soap for you.
Oh,
soap for your mouth.
I
okay.
thought that was a beeper or something. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, it looked like a beeper to me. It did look like a beeper. Like it's an old ass beeper. Where the hell you find that shit from the 90s?
Like, damn, where'd you find that Motorola beeper from? 1990 again?
Yeah. But okay,
you got a payphone. You got a payphone. You gonna pull out with it?
I get his match at end, and I gave it an end because it means never should have happened.
Yeah, it should have happened. Like it should have been.
It was a random pairing.
You could have put Tatum versus anyone in the back. Yeah. Anyone in the back for funsies. You got 20.
You know what they should.
And what about Jasmine Nix?
What they should have done, Alex.
Oh, Jasmine Nix, no.
They should have switched opponents. They should have switched opponents with Lola and Thea Hale. They should have had Petrovic versus Lola, and they should have had Tatum Paxley versus Thea. Would have been way better.
That'd have been a dope match.
Or
that'd have been a dope match.
Or if they wanted to, honestly, if they wanted to, because I don't even know where Carmen even came from, but anyway.
Underneath, she came from underneath Ashanti.
Yeah, I thought Tatum Paxley's opponent was going to be Roxanne. That's what I honestly thought her opponent was going to be. And they was going to end up giving Tatum the win. But, you know, they gave us Lola.
Roxanne already tried to fight for the ladder match, and she failed again.
We'll get to that later, too. That was
the only thing I was hoping out of this match was a WM.
Wardrobe malfunction.
How did you say it? See, I didn't say it.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
I had to press the button to myself.
I didn't even say it.
Yeah, but you trying to mask it though. That's the problem. I have to say this shit.
Here's it. Next up, video package from Julia saying this is the part that really pisses me off. Julia says that she was expecting Stephanie to go to her after she lost the match and then give her a rematch. She never did. So now she's not waiting for a rematch. She's just gonna go get it. Jada.
Courtesy thing, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I was like, this isn't Japan. Like in Japan, you do that shit. Yeah, sure. This is like America. In America, you're lost.
But Stephanie and Julia come from the same. They're cut from the same cloth, and she expected sisterhood from Stephanie, and I respect that. She wanted Stephanie to come to her and be like, "Hey, I beat you. I took your title. You had something going on. Let's run it back. Let's see what we can do. Let's do it, like we are because we're friends." She didn't do that.
No, Stephanie went in the business for herself and said, "I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want." And then, like always in NXT, when La Primera became double champion, and NXT's like, "Thank you for that."
Now,
but again,
But now you question who's the real heel.
Stephanie, really? She wears devil horns. There's no baby face that wears devil horns. Terrell,
because everybody says
Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, word of advice: you was the heel in every story you've been in.
I mean, he has been wearing a mask, trying to hide behind shit. So I mean,
maybe not for when he was wearing where he's wearing maybe when he was like 1995 WCW against Eddie Guerrero, he wasn't a heel at that moment. That's the only reference I got. But either way, I will say that. After that,
how many grown men do you know that could take their mask off, run into an amusement park full of children and hide?
Jasmine Nix's boyfriend. That's what that is.
Wow.
Back from commercial. Ava Raine is surrounded by all the women who missed out on NXT Women's North American Championship. She says that everyone's gonna have a tag team, basically a gauntlet. Yeah, basically a gauntlet. So whoever wins will go after the tag team champions, which is I don't know who the fuck it is right now. I think it's who's the tag team champions right now for the women, Joe?
It is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, so those two. Okay, that's fine. Roxanne Perez rolls up and says, "I should be something in it." And she's like, "You know what? No, why are you still here?" Like, which I love that NXT is addressing the fact, like, Roxanne, why are you still here? Like, you should go. Why are you still here? Go away. Like, please. They're not, and they, but again,
And she's
After
ready
that-
for the main roster. She's so ready for the main roster, man.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
when
she's
NXT makes jokes of it, it's just sad to like, look, we know you should leave, but they're not telling us you should leave. So we're just gonna make jokes of it because ha ha ha. Like, no.
What am I joking on again? What am I doing?
You're joking on the fact that Roxanne Perez asked to be in the tag team meet, and Ava told her, why are you still here? Just like the inside jokes that NXT is doing to their own wrestlers, because they know that Roxanne should have been gone for a while, but has not left.
Yeah, she's become the prodigy of losing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's become.
Do you have to? Do you have to?
It's like she's taking lessons from Barry Horowitz and I'm Mike Sharp on how to lose.
Hey, she at the door like R. Kelly. Don't put me out. Don't put me out. Don't put me out.
Yeah.
NXT needs to
That's
send her out to
sad.
the main roster, but the problem is when she gets to the main roster, she's going to become like Carmelo Anthony and Carmelo Hayes, not do anything.
And that sucks for him because guess what?
Oh, yeah.
You were going up there to fight wrestlers that we look. Becky ain't coming back. I don't give a shit what people say. Oh, it's a work. No, she ain't coming back right now.
She announced her retirement. She said she's not coming back to wrestling. She said it on live.
I want to say that. And then you have Alexa Bliss in the background doing nothing. You have Charlotte with her robot face. You have Tiffany Stratton. You have all these other wrestlers, Bailey, Lyra. Like her going up right now, she's gonna get lost no matter what. Sorry.
Alexa Bliss. I don't know what the fuck happened with Alexa Bliss. She was booked. She was getting booked. She was getting booked, and then all of a sudden it was like, and she was even booked for like WrestleMania weekend, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, everything got canceled, and she was gone.
Yeah, Bella's coming back and winning the titles
like that.
Hold up, Terrell. Go.
Wait, what happened?
No, you want to say something? All right, CJ.
No, that was D-Walk.
No, I said the Bella's coming back and winning the titles.
Oh,
yeah, and that's gonna suck ass. Like you just give it to the NXT tag title. Like imagine one of the NXT people, like Cora Jade and Rock. And again, we'll get to that later. Hank and Tank gauntlets.
Hank and Stank.
Hank and Tank gauntlets. No, okay, Hank and Stank gauntlets for the tag team. For tag team match and Sandler versus Fraxium. Hank and Tank start. They fight Tyson Tyreek in the first match. They beat them in 30 seconds with a roll up.
Three Z's.
I'm not gonna rate that, which is sad. Second match after that is the Culling. Culling got distracted. They won again. Third match, NQCC, best match of the night between those two. They won on that one too. And on the fourth match, I think, let me see what we got right here. Josh Briggs and Inamura. At the end of that match, Briggs got a special taken out on him, and Inamura was 1 second late to stop the 3 count. Briggs looked at Inamura with a nasty look, and then bless you. Briggs gave Inamura a nasty look, and then Hank and Tank, after losing to all 4 of these tag teams, and we at the PWF predicted this shit more or less on more than NXT Time with D-Walk on Wednesdays at 9:30. They won from their losing streak to a winning streak, right up there. So they're gonna fight Fraxium backstage. Fraxium's like, "Good for you, but you gotta go the big time." And Axiom tells Frazier, like, they're nice guys. What are you talking to? Exactly. We're happy. So Hank and Tank won the gauntlet. CeeJayWolfy and For-Terrell, your thoughts, rating, and the prospect of them might be winning the belts because they are the end zone cast of 2025.
Yeah, I believe they win. It's time for fresh and drop them belts now. But the gauntlet was pretty good too, and I give it like a B. Give it a B.
The gauntlet match was okay. I see they did a clean sweep again with the outcome and everything. I'm cool with seeing Hank and Tank in this match, getting some shine or whatever. But I wish it was Gallus. And I wish they was the ones taking the belts off of Fraxium.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna give it a.
Of course.
I'm gonna give it a. I mean, it was cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it a C.
All right, I get that. All right, Mr. Joe BNCO, thoughts and rating.
I'm gonna rate this match 3 Z's for sleep because
all right,
yeah, because this match, this gauntlet match was shit. You had way better tag teams in this match that should have won.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's disrespectful to have NQCC losing matches the way they have them losing. Also, I don't appreciate them having Inamura and Briggs losing matches either because they are the ones that should dethrone Fraxian.
Okay, before we go to D-Walk to explain, Inamura is going on back to his excursion, so this might be a way to elevate Briggs by betraying Inamura, squashing him, and then him being by himself because he needs to be a single star.
He's done that already, though.
Yeah,
and he
but
was doing
now
he was doing well.
Yeah, but now is the time that he can because Oba or Trick are leaving. They're leaving, so we gotta like fill a hole for now.
Trick
is leaving, so I'm just saying.
I don't know if he's leaving or not. Inamura might have been signed by WWE, and we don't even know.
I hope so because right now they're saying no. So D-Walk, thoughts and rating of the match?
This match made me turn into an alcoholic.
Hold up. That's a damn fucking lie. Give me a second.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You should have said it made you relapse.
Yeah, it made me relapse. Look, see?
No, I don't relapse. Like literally, we have an episode called NXT Time with Drunk Walk. Okay,
that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was my twin. That was my twin. I got two twins.
Okay. Since none of your twins are here, rating of the match, please.
I got a split personality, so that don't count.
My God. Jesus
you better have your flipping hand ready for when if those two punks win that tag titles because you're gonna start flipping furniture.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it live too. I'm throwing everything: furniture, cats, dogs, everything. Yeah. I'm throwing everything.
Everything can be the rating too. What's the rating that you give the match?
I give this fucking match 2 pillows and a blanket.
Oh my God. All right, fine.
And a cot.
All right. Go on, Cardi.
Not a bed.
My rating on this match is the power of friendship. Hank and Tank edition.
Okay, that's fine. Backstage, Stevie Turner supports Kelly Armstrong to talk to her, then goes back to Ava, which kind of fucked me over because like Tuesday they show this, and then Wednesday we'll talk about what happened. Like we'll talk about what happened to Evolve, but that's kind of like spoiling it. I didn't notice that thing. We'll talk about that later. Talks to Ava backstage. Ava Rain, Robert Stern chatting about the final entrant in the women's ladder match. Ava found somebody to round out one last qualifier. They're like, who it is? Like, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out. Oba Febby drives up and walks into the building. We go to break right as Vic Joseph goes, is that Dark State? Back from commercial, we get Jada Parker's hype reel. She talks about that her dad didn't want her to be in football. She's like, all right, I'll just be in soccer. Her uncle was her best friend and her like her mentor that helped her, but he died, so he's all by himself, all by herself, and Jada Parker don't play. So that's a nice little like hype reel for her. Sure, it reminds me of OTM when they did theirs. Like, we were from the streets and everything else. Like, they made a reel the day before they had a tag team like championship match and they lost. So you made a reel the day, like days before your NXT match, and you'll probably lose.
And we haven't seen them since, by the way.
OTM. Oh, OTM, yeah, OTM are still here. They're just in catering.
Don't mind seeing them again. Come on.
I would mind not
seeing. A good point. There's a lot of good tag teams that we just never see because they never give them later.
Yeah.
So.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Their tag team name stands for occasionally there.
Yeah. Now, after everything that's happening, we get that. Dark State has a backstage brawl, heavily edited. I actually saw it. It was really bad. It's like if a 25-year-old me started editing stuff and had to do it like really fast before I got fired. Yeah. So it's really bad. We're not gonna talk about that. In the end,
what?
What
question? Jada Parker, you said they had a hype reel for her, like a hype video.
Yeah.
And why do they always put that, and they always do that same shit? I did it for my daddy. Why do they always do that?
Now he's actually he actually has a point, because in Evolve, when we get to that, there actually is like a couple parallels with this shit too, and it's really this whole system from Raw and SmackDown, weirdly enough, was copy pasted all the way down to Evolve
for 30 years. Let's put it that way.
Right. But question is, which daddy they talking about?
And here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Joe, you got dinged again, bro.
Hey, look, bro. Look. You know she got a thing with Jay. You know. Yeet.
Now, okay. Thank you, bro. Give me
Joe,
Magna.
quit getting dinged, man.
Now
You
stop
always get dinged, bro. You've been getting dinged a lot.
We
bro.
have
You gotta do
special
like
guests
something.
here. Let's be gentlemen and ladies.
They look
here.
like they're smiling and laughing. I don't see the problem.
You don't see the problem. Anyway. After that, D'Angelo comes in and runs them away, and tells Stacks, like, "What you doing? We're gonna fight them. We're gonna fight them on Stand and Deliver." So it's three-way match for the D'Angelo family versus Dark State. CeeJayWolfy Terrell. Who wins the Dark State versus D'Angelo family match in a ring on Stand and Deliver?
I'm thinking Dark State.
Okay.
Dark State, yeah.
Okay.
And I see some kind of betrayal. It's gonna be some turn gonna happen during this too between Stacks and Tony. It seems like something gonna happen between the two, because they have kind of like disagreements with each other for the last few weeks now. So something like gonna be happening between them two in that match when they lose to Dark State. So
Yeah, I say
betrayal.
Dark State as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's something in the air. Something is gonna happen, but I just don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, just never know.
Yeah,
it's so tense. It's something between them.
And that hug when Tony hugged Stacks, it was just something about Tony's face, like I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah.
So I have a question for y'all, because you haven't been here, but Terrell and CeeJayWolfy, I brought up a good point, and nobody has talked about it.
Black Cow.
What if it's Luca Crucifino, since he's quiet?
Okay, no. Joe, no.
He's quiet.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Nobody will see it coming. Everybody's looking at Stacks.
Because he's
and
not
then
family.
Whoop,
he's not
you
family.
get the guy off to the right, smash.
He's not family.
Now,
you're right.
Exactly. Actually,
Also,
I think go on,
that's
Terrell.
a good point. That's a good point too. Because even when he talked about his position on Evolve, he feels like he's the Don of Evolve. Maybe he wants to overthrow Tony.
Okay. But
I got that vibe from day one.
Yeah, there's a theory now popping up that the leader of Darkseid is actually Tony. That he's just tired of exactly. He's just tired of these guys not doing anything. He's like, I gotta go like freelance and get me a group and get it out there. So now it's Tony, Stacks, Javon, or Ava. It's a lot of people in this motherfucker.
If anything, though, I can see Tony, but the way they've been beating his ass, though, here
we go, Joe. Here we go, D-Walk. This is the fact. I actually looked back and went back to a couple of NXT episodes when I had on my free time. Tony was found beaten up by Darkseid, but Darkseid wasn't around. He was just found that way. No one questioned that after that. Oh, I got beat up by Darkseid. I got messed up. So,
but they slammed him. They slammed him through a table. They slammed him through a table when Stacks was wrestling.
We saw. No, we didn't. All we saw was like they're talking, and all of a sudden, blah, 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 and then they went backstage. Like they might be doing the aces and eights. storyline where like they beat up their
Everybody's
leader.
a member. Everybody's a member.
Bro, I
Yeah,
don't,
exactly.
bro, I don't know. You beat my ass like that and everything. I don't want to join your club, bro.
Next thing you know, Booker T stands up at the announce table, takes his suit jacket off, and he's got on a dark state vest.
Oh yeah, because
Black
House just
Yeah,
commented.
Black House.
He said maybe Ava or Javon is involved.
Yeah, and then
Because Ava did smile.
Yeah, but you know what? I always said that Ava was smiling when Darkseid was attacking the people, so it could be Ava. And Javon, it kind of makes sense.
Why would you?
Yeah,
Why would you want Javon? That'd be almost like that'd be almost as bad as having Reggie.
No, because Reggie's the sugar guy. First off, they just changed his name to Sugar.
What's
all it
you
is
talking
right
about?
now.
What, Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie Sugar.
No, Reggie Scripps. Reggie's in TNA.
Yeah, he got signed.
Oh, Sugar Nugget, quack quack.
He got fired a while back.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. For his future endeavors. But okay, look.
Hey, yo, King Kai. If you still watching King Kai,
bro, love y'all. Wanted to do Alex, Joe, Blow, Blood. Okay, I haven't watched The Circle in a long time. All right.
I love you too, King Kai. I love you.
I love that. I wish I had the fuck up. Okay. After that, we talked about Hank and Tank talking to Fraxium, and then Fraxium kind of fucked him over. Roxanne Perez goes into the back and says, "Look, I want to be in the match." She's like, "Do you have a tag partner?" Roxanne Perez, you know what? Since I'm the prodigy, I'll just be my own tag partner. And then I love that Robert Stone Steve is like, that's not how it works. You can't do that. He's like, yeah, you can't do that. And then right when she says, look, you need to find a tag partner, and then someone from behind says,
I'm your huckleberry.
and that would be Cora Jade, and says, is someone ready to say they're sorry? So Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, you know, getting back together to be a tag team. And CeeJayWolfy and Terrell, if Bailey and Lyra win the tag belts, is it a guaranteed fact that Cora and Roxanne will take the belt off them?
It may start a feud because, you know, Bailey and Roxanne kind of had that little run in a while back. But I don't know, man. I don't want to see them take the belts. I want to see Bailey turn heel and attack Lyra.
Maybe how they would lose the belt
and take that goddamn belt from
what
the back.
they
now
what they should have done was they should have had the tag titles, and they should have had Liv Morgan talk to Lyra and say, look, you're getting a tag team title shot on night one. If we win, then if they lost the belts, either way you want to do it, she could have challenged her for that belt on night two, and they could have had that belt being defended on night two.
Yeah.
Or they could have fucking gave Dakota Kai the belt before Laura Valkyrie born ass.
Man, I'll be telling people that, man. I said Dakota should have been champion.
Yeah, I expect her to have had the belt, really.
15, 20 years she's been in the business.
Yeah.
Busting her ass, and they don't give her the belt.
And ain't been on TV since.
Yeah. But this the thing is like they I say Lyra Valkyria is getting that Drake. Lyra Valkyria is getting that Drake treatment. It's like we can't escape her because they force feeding us Lyra Valkyria. The crowd, they be like with the woo and all that shit, but don't nobody be cheer. Don't nobody be like resonating with her. I resonate with Bailey more than I do her. I resonated with Dakota Kai more than
Can you name three of her? Can you name three of her top moves she do? No, we can't.
We need to finish it. What's her finisher called?
It's some kind of.
She's a counter wrestler.
It's some kind of bomb.
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Some kind of bomb.
Nightwing bomb, I think is what it's called. Nightwing.
She's stealing Batman names and shit.
Batblade. Not
stealing Batman's gimmick.
But here's the point of this.
But she's a sweet girl, though. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
She's
but
not
she
there yet.
does not connect with the fans. She doesn't connect.
Yeah,
She's not there yet. That's what I mean.
And she can't cut a promo either. Why are you a champion
Not
when you
there
can't
yet.
cut a promo?
Yes.
Okay, again, here's the point. With these wrestlers, they're not in NXT for 2 or 3 years to get the right rhythm. They're in automatically up, like they're in the wacky NXT with the goofy shit for 2 years. They don't teach them anything. Then they go up to the main roster and think that this form again. And shout out to Real Black Couch Booking. Mid-card titles for the women don't mean shit at all. They're not both belts. Chelsea Green's belt and Lyra's belt are not getting defended at WrestleMania.
No.
Right.
You got fucking
I thought-
5 hours.
That's crazy.
9
Hey,
hours.
I thought WrestleMania, every belt was on the line. What the fuck happened?
Right.
We don't have 3 titles. We don't have 3 titles no more, D-Walk.
What you mean?
We used to only have 3 belts. Now
Yeah.
we have a lot more belts.
Okay, so, but what suck is though, they only have 5 matches, bro. They need to do at least 8 matches like they used to do.
You got 7 on both nights. What do you mean?
Yeah, but they need more. They got more titles. They need to do more matches.
Hold on, whoa. I don't
Smack-
need.
SmackDown
Okay, first
got
off, I don't
6.
need more
I mean,
matches.
not SmackDown. Nights,
18 hours ain't enough?
What the fuck? D-Wall's gonna be asleep through like 5 of them. And
I mean, granted, 6 of those hours are going to be the pre-show, and then another 4 hours is going to be the after show. You're only getting like 8 hours of wrestling.
I forgot it's not I forgot it's not as entertaining like it used to be. Because you remember when Rock and Stone Cold wrestled 4 times in like 4 years? That shit was entertaining. Now it's not.
But now it's NXT time with D-Walk, PWF edition. So we're gonna go right into Chase University, not University. Andrea Chase is in the back. He's like, "Thank you for trusting me, guys. You know, I appreciate it." And then someone in the background.
I'm your huckleberry.
Told him, "You have my blessing. You can do what you gotta do. I'm going after the North American Championship. Go get him, champ." And this came out. Woman. So we got, there we go. We got Petrovic versus Thea Hale for a qualifying match for the North American ladder match. This match lasted 3 minutes 13 seconds. End of the match after Petrovic tried to do a couple kicks and say welcome back, and everyone gave him a welcome back. Again, I don't say it disrespectfully. Thea Hale has been in catering. It kind of shows, and that's okay. I like her little chunky. I like her like that. She's like, because again, before Thea Hale was like, woo, all like hyped up. Now it's like, yeah.
Hey, put some respect on my future. Put some respect on my future ex-baby mama.
And
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
So
and the soap.
Motorola 1991.
Wow. All right, I'll be good now.
The darkness of it.
Exactly. Now here we go.
So glossy.
Oh my god. It's just
That's how
Hey,
they
hold
were
on.
back then. They
Hey,
were glossy as fuck.
Can I ask you a question? Hey, For-Terrell, is that Hennessy flavored soap?
No, okay, no.
No, it's
Okay, and here we go.
Oh my God.
The hell?
Oh my God.
I was just asking the question.
I got some beer soaps and stuff in the closet.
My dumb ass gonna sit
The
up here
pale ales
and
and stuff.
tell him what it is. Not realize now he really just asked me.
We are going. I know, but we are going off the rails like always.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We're never on the rails. I give the rating of the match. I give the rating of the match of B because it was kind of technically a squash match, not really a squash match. It was a match showing off Thea Hale's skill, double underhook crossroads into the Kimura lock for the 1, 2, 3. She licked the belt. I love that shit. CeeJayWolfy Terrell, rating, thoughts on maybe on this 6-woman tag match, 6-woman ladder match, who do you think is going to win? Which are the contestants are Kaylani, Zarya, Lola Vice, Thea Hale,
Izzy Dame.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So Ruka.
Thank you.
But I get the match B minus, and I like they showcasing Thea, what she can do. She's been out on TV for so long. And well, I think she went really in between her or Zarya.
Yeah.
Which one you don't
No,
want?
but I got a question. So what is Zarya and Sol Ruka tag team? What's saying this is the start of them falling out? So that cancels both of them.
Well, see, if she says Zarya wins, I'm gonna need if Zarya does win, I'm gonna need her to smack the hell out of her with that damn belt.
Yes.
Like, it's okay,
Yes,
you won,
Try
we
another
still
one.
friends.
Another
And she's
one.
like,
I'll
yeah,
finish
okay, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
no, motherfucker ain't no goddamn friends with this shit.
No, but I could see Sol Ruka and Zarya getting into it in the middle of the match. So that cancels them out. The only one I see winning it is Thea Hale.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give the match a B. I'm gonna get a match a B. Thea Hale, it's cool seeing her back. The crowd was happy to see her, and yeah, she tapped that motherfucker out. I love her submission. She tapped that motherfucker out, man.
Yeah, I was happy.
Carmen.
I was happy to see Thea Hale back. I mean, like this is Thea Hale with me. This is the Thea Hale we always talked about that we want to see, and now we get a chance to see it.
Yeah, she's
Thea
the
Hale.
little submission machine. Like we
Yeah,
need her motherfucking break some goddamn shit.
Hey, Thea Hale could get any bill she wants. This Thea Hale, she a problem. She could be anybody she want to be.
Thea Hale.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to go on your little submission machine run. We need you to break ankles and break elbows.
And break back.
Used to be Brian Danielson and Samoa Joe mixed together.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Now
snapping necks and legs, and then I'm going to say this: I think Thea Hale's going to win.
Of course. Third angle. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thea Hale should win this
all the
match.
way.
She should be the new champion. I'll give the match a B+, and I think what they should do is they should have Sol Ruka and Zarya fighting throughout this match.
Yeah.
And then fighting after the match. And then they should have them build up a feud between Zarya and Sol Ruka that carries on all the way to like Heat Wave into the summertime.
Yeah.
For the number one contender spot.
Yeah.
And then you have the number one contender take on Thea Hale.
Yeah. Oh, and one more comment, y'all. Adonis, if you did not massage, what's his name? Whatever. Adonis.
Oh yeah.
If you did not massage Carmen elbow after that submission, Carmen, you need to dump his goddamn ass where he lied.
And call me.
Look.
And
He stood.
Call D-Wall. Goddamn it.
He stood there while she got her ass beat the one time.
Drunk walk. He was trained by Asian masseuses.
Yeah. And 3 gorillas.
Yep.
Silverback.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
As well as 3 transvestites and a midget he was trained by.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What? He gonna bring all these products and wash.
Body wash.
What you don't got the jerkins?
All the goddamn.
Okay.
Wash y'all goddamn mouth.
NCO.
Get him the jerkins.
Okay. D-Walk ain't even going that crazy now today. That's crazy. It is. Now
I've been on my best behavior and I'm sober.
Okay. You're okay. You know what?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Dude.
Motherfucker down a 6-pack in an hour and still going.
Man,
Don't do that,
I have
D-Walk.
not went to sleep in a
Don't
day,
do
y'all.
that, D-Walk.
I haven't
Okay.
seen him drink anything. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the line. Like, well, maybe what basic behavior. Talking about titties and all that. Like he's been talking about things.
Yeah, both of you have been.
Now, okay.
Yeah, Joe, you've been out of order. Out of order for you. I'm shocked by you. I'm an angel. I've been an angel all episode.
I'm gonna find you a snitch. You a snitch. Now,
I've been an angel this whole episode.
All you gotta do is get D-Walk a mirror. He can look at himself.
I don't want to
and
press. I honestly, gentlemen, I don't want to press 5 minutes of buttons.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do that.
No.
It's a show, not a variety button show. So let's just get to the face-off between Oba, Trick, and Javon. Trick came out, heavy as the head that wears the crown, called out Oba. Oba said, "We're sick. You're the only one that whoops that Trick. No one else does.
Mhm.
Why are you bringing that shit up?" Javon brings up the fact that Oba is not from Nigeria, really, he's from Alabama. So that's breaking kayfabe. They throw out Javon. Javon fights back. Javon at the end stands tall, does a double cutter, holds the belt up high, and in theory, hey, Mr. Black Couch Booking, we're gonna finish the sentence. In theory, does not want him to win.
I finally made it, man.
Thank you for passing by. Welcome to the PWF. Since we're at the end, what are your thoughts on the face-off and Javon doing a double cutter on both these guys, and the possibility, as everyone has put out there, Javon might be Dark State leader?
Evolve is coming up next, by the way.
Evolve is right after this.
They confusing me, man. I'm not gonna lie, because normally they don't try to give away too much, but I'm like, him looking strong at the end is like it's either you go one way or the other way. I want Javon to win, bro. I want Javon, not because I think he's the best, and it's because Trick Williams, he's bound for the main roster, and Obafemi could do whatever he want to do. It's Obafemi. Obafemi can have the same run as Gunther. Well, supposedly they canceled King of the Ring, so he can't win that supposedly, but he can just go straight to the IC title, to the World Championship, and just go from there. Why can't Obafemi do the same thing Gunther doing? Javon should win because he's the youngest, he's the future. And Joe, like you said, he need to bulk up. So he need to be in NXT for another 4 years so he could bulk up to look like Swerve.
Yeah, but I don't want him to have any fucking titles or be near any titles at all until he.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
And the fact that you had a wet towel take down 600 pounds of fucking man meat is ridiculous and non-believable at all. 170 pound man should not be taking down 600 pounds of men to the ground.
Now,
no, non-believable at all.
But Joe, that happens every couple of decades. Should Rey Mysterio be able to defeat Great Khali or Batista, or it happens every now and then? So
at least Rey weighs like 200 pounds.
Here we go. Though
he's still 5'4" though, so
he's still got 200 pounds though.
But okay, Joe, I'm gonna dispute your argument and kind of shut it down right here at the same time. If a cutter can be done by any type of person, Randy Orton, Javon Evans, Diamond Dallas Page, anybody else, ego, it should be as effective. Again, we've talked about this before. All
bigger than Javon.
Javon does the height and the angle difference than anybody else. Javon, like, ego's like, here, do a cutter to you. Boom.
Hey, but
now you have Oba and Trick that he did it to at the same exact time. You're gonna tell me that those two big motherfuckers can't grab that small little piece of shit and fling him?
Not at the angle that he went up with, because he went like this.
I don't give a shit what angle you're at, motherfucker. You jump off, they're gonna grab you like a fucking sack of potatoes. Like,
hey, Undertaker called Rey Mysterio. Undertaker called Rey Mysterio just by himself. And Rey Mysterio weighed way more than Javon Evans. I mean, like, that doesn't make it make sense.
Well, size is not
were
different
distracted
here
because they were fighting each other. They wasn't paying him no attention.
I'm about to say, come on.
It could be like very last minute, like, oh yeah, look, what the fuck? Oh shit! Like,
hey, but how good are your reflexes? How good is your reflexes?
Hey, wait a minute. Y'all never been to the gym and y'all never seen the motherfucker like, damn, how the fuck is he benching 3 plates on each side before? And you come on now, let's not do that, man. Maybe we can suspend our disbelief, like, man, oh, maybe Javon Evans stronger. I mean, Trick Williams, he's into Lash Legend and crab cakes and shit. So maybe he'll be at the gym like that. You know, I can suspend my disbelief a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, so look, I work in mental health. Sometimes you got some big motherfuckers that you got to take down. And if they don't see the opponent coming, they're not at their strongest.
Look, now if you take out his kneecap, that's different.
Element of surprise. Picture me 5'6". Picture me 5'6". 5'6" now. I weigh 153.
Oh,
grabbing a 6'4" man that weighed almost 300 pounds by his arms from behind. And I got a lock on him. He can't go nowhere because he did not see me coming. That's the thing that Javon did to Trick and Oba.
And Oba. It's all angles.
Each other that they did not see him coming.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was out of nowhere.
Yeah. And the counter and talk about this a little bit more with Joe, and we gotta talk about this again. If Dark State's they're gonna come out at the end of the triple threat, the triple threat. They're gonna come out at the end, and it will determine if Javon, Trick, or someone else owns it. If they give it to Oba, it makes no damn sense. He's a ruler. Why would he have a little Dark State beat his own ass? I don't think it's him. But with Javon, the problem and the weakness of Trick and Oba is as clear as crystal. They're both egotistical assholes. Therefore, they're just gonna argue with each other, fight with each other, try to kill each other, and eventually, not think of Javon. And Javon being a person, which again, a cutter is as effective as the angle that you're giving it. Seth Rollins tried to do a curb stomp off Orton, got thrown up in the air, and Orton caught him with a cutter. And I want to say this. I say this, Joe. That Pacific cutter, because Orton did no muscle or power. All he had to do was just wait for Rollins to come down and end the move. There was no muscle in it. There's no jackness in it. Go on.
Exactly. But again, he was in the air. He was already airborne. He wasn't standing on his 2 feet. But again, we're talking about an Orton who's like 275.
You know what, though, Joe? Alex brought up a good point, which is why now I'm like, oh fuck. It's 2 matches that's the same shit going on at the same time, and only one can have the outcome. Either Io Sky is gonna win because 2 motherfuckers distracted, or Javon Evans is gonna win because 2 motherfuckers distracted. Which one would you prefer? I would prefer Javon.
Io Sky.
Shit. But hey, let's not forget, y'all. We also got the D'Angelo.
I don't want to see Bianca and Rhea as champion. I'd rather see Io Sky retain the title.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Way more entertaining.
But who's next after that? If Io Sky wins, Io versus Liv.
You want to keep it entertaining? Night after WrestleMania, Asuka comes back and challenges for the title.
Cool.
That would be good.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
People have been talking about it.
But is she come back as a heel though, Joe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She do.
Okay.
There's Asuka.
And then Kairi Sane comes out during the championship match and helps Asuka win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kabuki Warriors back again.
Yep.
That would work.
I was going to say too, y'all.
Yeah.
We still have the D'Angelo family going against 3 members of Dark State.
Yeah.
Which leaves look, check me out. Which leaves 1 man open. We don't know how that match is going to go.
That's true.
What I'm saying is,
what the fuck?
If Javon wins, what if it's because of Dark State?
I was just about to say that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And he's the 5th man. Or Trick wins because of Dark State. Because remember when they had that standoff?
Okay.
A couple of episodes back, and they was like contemplating on whether they should attack him or not, and he was just looking at them like,
"Yep.
Okay, now if y'all don't do anything, it's gonna look weird.
But you're not talking about other people too that have been brought back in the company.
Yeah.
What if it's Rusev?
Ooh,
damn.
He showed you the same.
What if it's Aleister Black?
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
That's again main roster. That's main roster. We're not getting there.
They're tipping off on the main roster for it. What if it's what's his name? Cobb. Jeff Cobb.
Damn.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they did hire him, but look. Let's get back to the three-way talking. Let's get back to the ending of it. Let's get back to the fact that since Blackouts booking came in late, it's not your fault. We'll tell you about the roster in the 6-woman ladder match. Who you think's gonna win?
He might have stepped away for a second.
Riveting stuff.
Hey, if we gonna talk about that final,
my bad. There's a private chat. My apologies on that. There you go, right there.
Is we gonna talk about that final segment?
Yeah. What's the final segment?
That controversial segment.
Let's leave it after Evolve. Let's keep it classy, and then after Evolve, if they want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Let's keep it like that, okay?
Class.
After that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna switch it up. I think I have to go do a little craziness to do switching up, which I don't like doing on my phone, but let's see if I can do it here.
Ta-da!
Yay! I can do it here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Evolve, which I'm just gonna do
Change the
really
banner.
quick. Change the banner. Let's go.
Damn, Coquito, where you found this? EUWF exclusive. Featuring CeeJayWolfy, For-Terrell, Cardi M, and Alice Coquito. Welcome.
Welcome to Evolve. Episode 7 post review with CeeJayWolfy and For-Terrell and myself, and special guests D-Walk, Joe BNCO, and Black Couch Booking. Because why not? We're doing a double show. Now, what?
What's up?
No, not it. We start off with Harlan
Black
Lewis. Yeah, Black Couch is BRB. It'll be good. We start off with it was Harlan Lewis. Yeah, Harlan Lewis versus Trill London.
Yeah.
Get it.
Okay.
I'm right back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Yeah, say your thoughts on this shit. Here we go.
I mean,
get it, go.
Trill London reminds me a little bit of Javon Evans, and I think he's got potential as a wrestler, but I think his first good move was like whatever that kick was that he did over the ropes. That shit was awesome. So yeah, I think he's got potential, but they keep putting him with like heavyweights that he has no chance against. So I don't know why they keep doing that.
Right.
But yeah, that was the first match. What did you guys think about it? I mean, what do you think of Harlan Lewis and Trill London?
Yeah, Harlan Lewis is pretty good in this match too, and Trill London he improved. He's doing a good showcase too. Yeah, I just wish they could put him like someone in his stats as maybe a cruiserweight, maybe just give him a good old one-on-one match with a cruiserweight, same style, or something.
Like
They being with these big dudes don't make him like he just a chump or something. But the match was good overall, and I give it like a B.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's almost as if they making him look like a crash dummy almost.
Yeah.
Which we know. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. Trill London can sell, and I do like how he sell. And I give the match a B. But I wish they would like have him go against somebody more of his caliber. Harlan Lewis is dope too, by the way. But I just wish they give Trill London someone like in his caliber, like maybe have him go against a high flyer and let him showcase a little bit of his style a little bit, you know, because I like Trill London. I've always been a fan of his from the beginning, but before WWE and all that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree. He should be fighting someone in his bracket, someone on his level.
He doesn't have a bracket though. It's an evolve. Like that's the bad thing about him. He's a high flyer, risk taker, but he's an evolve where every single character is a different something.
Yeah.
Like okay,
this is true.
Let me say your thoughts.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There's only 2 moves he did: buckshot, drop kick, and by the way, we have sound bites. So for everyone that's watching, we'll get to that later. I a lot of stuff was said in Evolve. We got sound bites for that. Trill London goes to the top rope, jumps again, hits in the face by Harlem Lewis, and then I don't know what the name of his finisher is. It's either boot slang or boom slam or boom slang. I'm gonna have to tweet Robert Stone because he's a thirsty bitch, and just like, hey, exactly, hey, what was the name of the thing that you said? And like a thirsty bitch, he'll say, hey, don't leave me alone, but follow and like my stuff at the same time. You know how he is. So I give this match a squash because this was a squash. I do like the buckshot drop kick. Every match we see something different, like you said. Tara, every match we see something different. I do like that. It's something different. It's something weird. I don't want to see a year of Evolve and then we've seen only 7 moves. I'm not doing that shit.
What I can say about him, if Trill can take those type of bumps and stuff, just imagine how he'll do in like a hardcore match or something. Like I want to see more in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like if his inspiration is Jeff Hardy, don't they think that a lot of people want to see what his moveset is?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, Joe BNCO, did you see that match? Joe BNCO, let's go. D-Walk, have you seen the match? It's cool as well.
First match, right?
First match.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Like I said, it's like my second, third time watching Evolve. I'm steady watching it more and more. I thought it was entertaining. I mean, I thought both of them had a lot of potential. They have a lot of potential.
All right, I get that. I respect that.
I agree.
I respect that. I'm trying to get there were some facts that I do love bringing up now because again we love the little facts that they put out there. Also, we'll talk about Chantel Marone later. She has a fact that I don't believe for shit. So we'll talk about that later. Here we go right here. Nice joke coffee. Got a little bit more. Either way, I didn't get anything from Harlem Lewis. Yep. He was heavily influenced by Jeff Hardy and Harlem Lewis is from Long Island, which I told Cardala, Cardi M, that they changed where he's from 3 fucking times. He was from like Long Island this week. Last week he was from a place near Long Island, and then the week before he was from someplace else. I'm like, all right, man, just really start Yonkers, and then
maybe he lived in different places. You know, maybe he like like travel around the world.
Okay, hold up. But why the fuck is that being represented every time you go to a match? That doesn't make any
Columbus did it.
sense. That's like first off, that's like me saying, hey, I'm from Puerto Rico, Jacksonville, Chicago, Riverside, San Diego. Like that doesn't work in wrestling. Like, hey, coming to the ring from San Diego this week. Like,
Christopher Columbus did it
all over again.
Did you say Christopher Columbus did it?
Christopher Columbus. Wow.
Still say his name in Puerto Rico here,
man.
Anyway,
Eddie Thorpe is somewhere mad at you right now.
He probably is.
Eddie Thorpe gonna get you.
Hey, he'll catch me the next time I go to the casino.
No.
Now, speaking of next time, after the match, after the jackhammer that Harlem Lewis did, he went outside. Chuy Martinez is like, "Hey, I'm not relevant in this show, so I gotta talk to you." Hey, Harlem Lewis says, "I get paid for this." He finally calls out Keanu Carver. Finally called his ass out, and just when we like, let's fucking go. He gets not ambushed, but like sidelined by Gallus. Gallus is like, "Come on, let's fight! I got 2 of my brothers here, so I'm gonna have a disadvantage. Let's go!"
Yeah.
That doesn't happen because Cappuccino Jones, Cartwheel, and Jordan Oasis
Mhm.
come in. So we go to the next match, triple 3-way tag team match. Give me a second. I gotta open up a bottle here.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
This is why they need to have tag titles in Evolve, because you got somebody like Gallus coming over to Evolve. And to me, honestly, Gallus are gonna have nothing to prove being in Evolve. I mean, they should have let Cappuccino to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but first off, I want to put out the fact that they're in Evolve as of now. They're really in the Performance Center as trainers. That's what Gallus is doing right now as trainers, and I respect that. Just like Timothy Thatcher is a trainer in NXT. People are like, "Oh, they rehired him." Like, no, they didn't rehire him. He's been a trainer in the Performance Center for years. He just doesn't like to be in the spotlight, which I respect Thatcher for that. And Evolve, bless you. In Evolve, we have this nice little fun facts for Joe Coffey. First Scottish wrestler to compete in Tokyo's hollowed Korakuen Hall. Yeah, so I cool. That is pretty cool for Joe Coffey. For Cappuccino Jones, prefers oat milk in his cappuccino, which again, there's fun facts. They're not great facts. That was fucking weird.
Hey, oat milk is different.
Yeah. We have Mark Coffey, which is a former NXT Heritage Cup champion. So that's pretty cool. And Gallus was a UK Tag Team champion. So that's the only one they gave to Gallus. This is the one that even Cardium's like, that's bullshit. Jack Cartwheel can generate over 500 pounds of force with one cartwheel. I don't fucking believe that. But all right, sure. Let's just go with that. And Wolfgang was a former NXT Tag Champion. They don't really get a lot of focus on Wolfgang.
Yeah.
So Jordan Oasis left everything behind and adjourned to fight himself. Now, during this match, Joe Coffey and Jordan Oasis fought back together again, and then tried to do some punches like here and there. And then Joe Coffey did like a slow, "I'm gonna punch you with the right hand." Whoop! And Jordan Oasis punched him. And during that sequence, Robert Stone, thinking that no one was listening to him in commentary, said this.
My God, Robert Stone. Jordan Oasis don't mind hitting hard. He abandoned everything for pro wrestling. He abandoned everything for Evolve. He's got nothing to lose. He's got no car. He lives out of that bag. We still don't know what's in that bag. What is in the bag? Who knows? I mean, that's the thing. We're trying to figure that out. Who is this guy? I'll tell you what, though.
No.
Maybe he's like Norman Bates. Maybe he keeps his mom in the bag.
Damn.
I don't know. Welcome to the PWF, Terrell. This is what we talk about normally. This is the part I want to say. In the end, the Coffey brothers did a combination move on Jordan Oasis for the 1-2-3. But before that, Jordan Oasis is like, "You knocked me out. I'm gonna fuck you up." So he starts fucking him up on the face. CeeJayWolfy and Terrell, thoughts, rating, and what's in the fucking bag.
I'm about curious what was in that bag. Ain't no telling what's in that bag, really. But the match was good. And yeah, guys didn't really need that win. They should have gave that win to Cappuccino Jones and them. But they had a good back and forth match with that, so I give it an A.
Oh, wow. Okay. Terrell?
Yeah, I get a match A-.
Okay.
I mean, it was cool, and everything. Like I said, I do enjoy watching, the Coffey brothers and my boy Wolfgang. That's my boy right there. Cappuccino Jones, Cartwheel, Nomad Oasis. I call him Nomad Oasis because he's literally a nomad. But what's in the bag? I'm gonna say.
Ain't no tell what's in it.
I'm gonna say.
Going up there with his life, so it's some Christian.
Do it look like a belt? Could it be a belt?
It's a Glock in that motherfucker. That's what I think it is. He gonna pull a Brian Pillman on the motherfucker.
Or it could be some Lucky Charms.
That is absolute facts.
Hey, it could be Hornswoggle in the bag.
Okay,
That's a
I have
good
that button
one.
too. I have that button too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It could be possible. Midget in the bag. It could be possible.
He's a backpack leprechaun.
Yeah. Midgets belong in
I never
backpacks.
heard of a backpack leprechaun.
You never
What
heard of
the
backpack
fuck?
leprechauns?
Yeah.
No.
Midgets belong in backpacks, bro.
How you did?
Yeah.
How
You
do you
ain't
think
never seen
how do you think they throw midgets?
Oh, hey, did y'all notice that?
Oh my God, Joe.
Oh my God.
God.
Oh my God.
see any of Dave Chappelle skits? Midgets on a backpack, news reporting,
Oh my god.
and all that.
Listen,
Hey,
listen.
I have to.
Midget throwing is actually a real sport, by the way.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Come on.
That's
Okay.
a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a real
Like
thing.
CJ
Yeah.
had to say, "Oh my God," I heard
Oh
her.
my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hey man, that's
Look
racist.
look that shit up. It's real.
Okay.
Now I know they have.
It's
I know
real.
they have micro.
Yes.
I know they have micro pro wrestling.
That's
Hey,
out
yes.
by
speaking of which,
that's out by
I don't know
me
if y'all
in
ever
the
been to a
Maryland, West
micro pro
Virginia
show.
area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure you ever been to a micro pro show, but
I have.
hey,
This is what
them
this
shows
is what
actually
happens when
really
we bring
fucking
in
dope.
friends.
They're
Okay.
lit.
Like for
They're
real.
lit.
They
MLW
are.
Michael Man's a shit. I know that.
Yeah, for
These
real.
Hey.
micro pro shows are awesome, dude. The
Hey.
little people can fly and do all kinds of crazy
Dwarf,
shit.
yeah, dwarf
Hey, what's the
tossing,
best thing about it?
Midget tossing.
midget tossing.
Midget tossing.
Yeah, they said it also called midget tossing too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey.
I know.
Am I lying or am I
D-Walk.
telling the truth?
You tell the
Oh
truth.
no, D-Walk, say your
Hey.
sentence. Say your sentence. I have
Hey.
to, oh my God.
What make everything better about in micro wrestling? Everything half off.
I have to press the button. Give me a second. That was a weird joke. That's a joke.
Are you saying? Hey, look, it's
Okay.
not his
Okay.
fault. Everything's pint sized when you're there.
Okay. Before the match even started, Chewy Martinez sits down with Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray talks about the fact that she wanted to be a wrestler, and her dad's like, "Well, there's only a male wrestler."
Hey.
She's like, "Oh, I'll join that." Hold up now. And then
I didn't get to say what I had to say about the Coffee Brothers.
please, Joe, please. I had to stop this. God damn it.
The match. I'm sorry. The match was very caffeinated. It was the Coffee Brothers and cappuccino and cartwheels, and it was very caffeinated. We got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Coffee Brothers have been demoted to Evolve. I feel like they weren't given a fair chance in NXT.
I know.
Joe Coffey and Gallus were never given a fair chance in NXT. I felt like they were just set up for failure.
And when they was
wrong.
Former NXT champions, former NXT tag champions. Come on, bro.
But like I said, evolve something different. You can have again. They're now trainers in the back, so they're just using evolve as like we can show these guys how to be wrestlers because we have the confidence from the back saying that we are wrestlers. Again, I respect Dallas for that. For now, they can be a trios champion because again, you can do trios champions in evolve. Why not?
Why don't they bring trios titles to the main roster in NXT as well?
That's the main roster. This is Evolve. This is a totally separate brand.
I'm just
that
saying
we'll talk about that later.
I'm just saying they should bring trios titles to the main. That's it.
Yes, but they're not. They're not for the 4 or 5 years until Triple H is like, oh, the Mexico League is doing that shit better. I'm like, yeah, sure, because they always done that shit. But again, talking about Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray shows off that the fact that she joined the males wrestling league, a wrestling team in her town, and won that shit. Then she became a 4-time fucking champion in wrestling. Bless you. And in the end, she's acting like a babyface in the end. So let's just say like that. Harlem Lewis won with a whatever. And after that, Gallus won with, like I said, like I said that before. Chantel Moreau interview. Chewy Martinez being way too extra. Like, hey, Chantal, and all that shit. Chantal talking about that she was a gymnastic. She was called in by WWE for a tryout. She didn't believe it, then she believed it. And another babyface promo.
Chewy.
I don't like Chewy. In this aspect, Chewy didn't do shit at all.
I don't like his name. He sounds like regurgitated food.
Yeah.
Chew.
Now, yeah, it does. Now, during this time, Ice Williams and Luca Crusifino was in the VIP section, and at the same time, the woman that has no name is still there, and the guy that has no name that looks like an 80s villain is there too. Then Chewy interviews Callie Armstrong. Inglewood is a place of champions, which I guess I don't remember. She was tough in Inglewood, and she again another babyface promo. And this one I want to talk about this with CeeJayWolfy and Terrell. I didn't like this because Callie was clearly the heel in this match, but babyface in the promo. What are your thoughts on that, CeeJayWolfy and Terrell?
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but yeah, they had good. Yeah, the Fatal 4-Way was good, and I expected Callie to win. I really did expect her to win. I didn't really expect the other ones to win, but if anybody else, probably been Brilliant Reese. But yeah, overall the match was good. I give it like a B-.
Okay, Terrell.
Yeah, I have to give this match a B- as well. I would have definitely liked to see Callie win, but as far as with the babyface stuff, I don't know. It was kind of off.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, maybe like maybe when they did the filming for it, she was just like being herself.
Yeah.
Instead of being in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
And for me, I will say this: like they did the same thing in NXT. Jada Parker, who's supposed to be a heel, is being a babyface in a promo. Julia, who's supposed to be a heel, is a babyface because she's like, no one asked me to get a rematch. Like everyone got, we'll get the Brilliant. We'll get the Brilliant.
I wanted them.
Yeah.
Like I wanted them to present themselves like Naomi did at Wale Mania.
Show that.
Yeah. Which
like,
Wale Mania is affected.
Keep like stay in character or whatever the case, or stay in kayfabe. Like, don't y'all motherfuckers ask me shit about no fucking Jay. Like we not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like stay like whatever. You know, whatever the case is. You know, like come with that energy.
Yeah.
Like
just ain't energy.
I'm not here to make no motherfucking friends. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
It should be that way. All right. Joe, what are your thoughts on the promos? And before we get to Javier.
It was good. It was okay. I just
ESPN
again, like he was saying about the Jade Naomi thing, like it needs to be, you need to stay in character, keep it going. It's got to be steady. If you're not steady with something, then why even bother doing it? That's about all I gotta say about it.
Do you walk?
I agree with Joe. Everything you said, 100%.
Or Mensa versus Javier Bernal. Why?
Yeah.
Or Mensa with a flash kick and a Rainmaker Pele kick for the 1, 2, 3. And these are I have the things here for Aura. Aura was an NXT UK Tag Team Champion. And Javier Bernal does not leave his house without guyliner. They didn't bring up the fact of the jacket. Last week, Chewy tried to give him his jacket, and he's like, no, he dropped it. They didn't bring it up. That part sucked. And Javier Bernal lost again. D-. Waste of time. Cardi M.
I guess a solid C. I don't know.
She's being generous. CeeJayWolfy Terrell, rating, please.
C-.
I'm gonna give it an F because I really wasn't fucking with it, and I need Javier to stop playing and distract the referee and hit that motherfucker in the balls and get your 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna get that point, like get a break, like you finna crash out. So
I was
gonna crash out.
Yeah, I wasn't really fucking with the match. I don't even think I didn't finish it. She finished it, but I wasn't resonating with it. It's gonna
crash out and be a heel, man. It's gone.
I literally told her like, what was the result? Javier lost. I knew it. Okay.
Yeah. Now, and it sucks. We talk about winning streaks. Now we have a losing streak with Javier. And then I was telling Cardiem that if they're going to, like you said, going to the depression storyline, you can go like really sad. You can walk out mid match and just go out to the back. And Steve is like, "What's wrong with you?" You can crash out and just wreck shit.
Yeah.
Because you're just suppressed and no one understands you. And then you fight a mentor or somebody. But if you're gonna lose and evolve, I'm just gonna Javier, perdón. I'm just gonna shit on you until you make fertilizer.
Yeah,
bro. Honestly,
the runny con.
Exactly.
Give him that F.
Yep. Joe
I get that
F,
shit.
D-Walk.
I get that shit a trip to the kitchen to make a sandwich.
All right, I get that. Now we get to a Brindley Reese promo. Brindley Reese was the shortest. She says that she's in the Brindley attitude. She didn't expect to be a wrestler in 5 years' time. She is 23 years old and she looks 35.
Damn.
She does. I'm sorry to say that, but she looks old as fuck. And we actually Googled it and it was like she is 23. So after that, Stevie Turner comes out.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. No, I mean just Botox and kale. I'm gonna say that shit. Don't come at me, kale companies. Don't come at me. Stevie Turner comes out in the back, tells people that Timothy Thatcher is gonna fight Bryce Anderson, or since these guys are new, and I haven't changed it yet, I got it right here. This guy.
Who the fuck is that? Vampiro Jr.?
No, that looks like the guy from the Columbine shooting right there. That looks like.
All right, but that is Bryce. That's Bryce Donovan. He's gonna fight Timothy Thatcher. Yeah, this is the world we live in. And next week, after that, we're gonna have Jackson Drake versus John Legacy, plus the Sunshine. The Sunshine. They call Carly Bright. That is going to be in action next week. So good for her. She was in VIP section cheering Kendall Gray on. Time for the main event. Kendall Gray versus Brindley Reese versus Chantel Monroe versus Kylie Armstrong for a fatal 4-way. Right off the bat, once I saw all three jump on Kylie, I'm like, yeah, she's the Nia Jax of the match. She's just a heavy that's going to jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. Now, I love that Robert Stone. By the way, during some point of the match, Robert Stone said this.
Pressing. I'm not getting TV time on NXT. I want to go to Raw and SmackDown. You got to do something. You got to change the game for you.
Oh, I thought when that happens, you quit wrestling and become a commentator on Evolve.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Peter. I really don't. Can you?
Wow.
I feel bad because he's talking about Oro Mensa that you can't win in NXT, you can't go to Raw and SmackDown, but then Peter Rosenberg's like, oh, that's what you did, right? So you didn't lose, you didn't win in NXT, so you went straight to Evolve to be a commentator. They were just shitting on each other. They brought the by the way, when Chantel Monroe came out, Peter Rosenberg, like, there's only one word I can think of Chantel Monroe, debutante, and Robert Stone's like, I don't even know what debutante is. Oh yeah, you came from Kane University, so I guess I didn't teach you what debutante is. I'll tell you later what that is. Just shitting on Kane University, shitting on it. That's not a real thing, I guess, in my mind. When they're talking about Carly Bright, Robert Stone has an issue. So here we go.
She does, and speaking of people I love to brighten up my day, our very own Carly Bright in the VIP section.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, she's there to cheer on Kendall Gray. I don't know how happy Kendall's going to be about that.
Why wouldn't she? Charlie Bright brings. Wait a minute, please be quiet for a second, Peter. Please, she's here. It is Friendly Reese, the fitness freak, the guru. She wants to help the world be fit. Oh, I'm pumped. You are. Listen, you love Friendly Reese. And listen, I give credit where credit is due. You posted a pic on your Instagram. You're in tremendous shape, okay? Did you not know that? Don't you see how tight these fits are on? No, it's. I'm not going to lie. You're downright impressive. But the way that you freak out over Friendly Reese. The Brennergy, the Bren active mindset. You need to have it, Peter. I don't know if I can have that Bren active a mindset. But it is main event time.
Was that what she would look like if she was a man?
Oh.
What was up? What was up with the?
That was Brindley Reese, and I don't know who the other guy was on the right, but that was Brindley Reese.
Really?
I put that out there.
Kelly Armstrong, give me Bianca Belair vibes.
She does. During the match.
Yeah, I was gonna say she reminded me of Jazz.
She kind of does a little bit. But during the match, after they knocked out Callie, it was Kendall versus Brindley. Then after that, it was Chantal versus Kendall. Chantal, holy shit, has Alexis Bliss and Fraction vibes. She did the flip forward doing the double knees like Alexa Bliss. Then she did a shooting star right after it. Didn't expect that for Chantal. I woke up. I'm like, oh, wait. Hello, Chantal. Where have you been in the last 3 matches?
Right.
Thank you. Kendall Gray doing the nice little fireman throwing, like, That's good for her. I did like that everyone knew what Kelly's special was, so when she started doing it, they automatically stopped her. Like everyone on the outside, like, nope, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. So no, thank you. So I did like that as well. Everyone, and then again, they kind of had the same chemistry as the North American 4-way match in NXT. Everyone was doing submissions. Like at one point, someone had a leg wrap on Callie, and then someone had a leg vice on Brindley's head, which then Kendall Gray had a leg vice on Chantal's head. So that was happening. Then they did another submission of 3-way, and then out of nowhere, either, and I can't confirm or deny this, either Callie Armstrong jumped from the turnbuckle and splashed, or just ran and jumped into a splash on, I think it was one of the girls. During all this is happening, I think this is the third. Yeah, this is the third one. Bad things happen with Brindley, baby.
Going for another pin. 1, 2. Whoa. What is that? I thought she was that the Brenactive mindset. I mean, maybe she didn't realize that's what she was doing. She didn't realize. I mean, sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment. Oh, she realized what she was. That was odd. Here, Sean, tell.
Now, to give you reference, Brindley Reese was on top of Chantal. Brindley Reese put her foot on the ropes and thought she can get away with it. The ref caught her, and that was the conversation that you saw.
That was weird.
That was even Robert Stone, who's a great Brindley fan, like, that was kind of odd. Like, you thought the ref wasn't gonna see that, and then you're gonna like. So we get to the end. Brindley tries to roll up Chantal. Chantal counters. Brindley counters that. And as she counters Chantal, Callie's doing the run and does a beautiful downward dive Callie connection to Brindley. But then grabs Chantal and does the shittiest power slam ever for the 1, 2, 3. Chantal Monroe wins the fatal 4-way. Stevie comes out. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. That's all she said. CeeJayWolfy, what are your thoughts on the match? And again, your thoughts on the power slam, because my idea was you throw her into the ropes so she bounces off twice, and then you do the power slam. You use their own speed against them for a power slam.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, it did look kind of weird how she does it, but I hope she improve it sooner or later on the next few matches that she's gonna have. But yeah, the match was good too, and I'll give it like a B, just straight up B.
Terrell?
Yeah, I'll get a match a B as well. It was pretty cool for the most part. Commentary is always funny. Bro, they be ripping on each other, man. And you know, I love Stone. He's good, but you know, Rosenberg is my guy. That's my dude. I watch a lot of his hip hop podcasts as well too. Fun fact, he also was on Kendrick Lamar's side in the beat.
Yeah.
And you all remember the reason why he was on Kendrick Lamar's side is because he interviewed Drake before Drake blew up.
Yeah.
Nice. Little history fact right there. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Little Junior boy in the mansion.
Yeah. I like that shit. But Cardi M, your rating of the match?
I thought it was a really good match. I would have given it an A.
All right. A for me because they turned this Evolve match into a pro wrestling guerrilla match. And they said, you know what? They did it in NXT, so we're going to do it too. But here's the weird thing about this. This was taped months in advance. So they already knew what the hell they were going to fucking do. And I love that. The innovation, while NXT was copy-pasting. Bars. Joe BNCO, your thoughts on the match and rating. Again, all four different styles, all four different types of styles, and Callie Armstrong pushed to the fucking moon.
I'm gonna be critical on this match and give it a C+.
Ooh, Mamma mia!
I'm being to be critical because I know they can do better. I know they're better. I know they're all better than that, and I know they can show it. And I know that they're holding back, and they need to stop that. You're on Evolve, for Christ's sakes. You're on the lowest branch of WWE programming that there is.
You should be showing up.
You're on a fucking YouTube show. This is like AEW Darker Elevation. Free show. Show out.
Yeah, it's free.
Do your thing.
It's beyond free. Yeah.
Show what you got. Prove to these people that you belong. Because if you don't, you'll be the next set of cuts.
Yeah.
And guess what? After WrestleMania, guess what's coming? Time to cut.
Time to cut, yeah. Time to cut it, time to put up. But here's the part.
And I know a couple of wrestlers that's gonna be let go.
Brindley Reese might not make the cut.
Now, here's the thing though. He's good. Out of the four, who's your MVP, Joe? Out of the four of that match.
Who were the four in the match again? I forgot. I'm trying to remember their names. Evolve.
Callie Armstrong. Callie Armstrong, Brindley Reese, Chantel Monroe, Kendall Gray. Is that last one? Is that last one I keep forgetting?
Kendall Gray is very good.
Yes.
But Chantel equally good.
And Kendall Gray Triple H niece or some shit like that.
I don't think so. I know that Chantel Monroe showed out in this episode because the only first two matches that we talked about on the WWE Post Evolve podcast on Thursdays at 9, we seen that her two matches have been roll-ups with the holding the tights. Like she tried this time. I love her gear sucks ass, but at least she showed the fuck out.
Yeah, she
and
sucked.
Someone dude. She perfectly did the roll, like the flip into the knees, and then again that shooting star, she's not that tall, and she tucked her legs in like I know how to do this. Wait, I'm like, oh shit, wow. So I like that.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
Well, it made sense.
Callie Armstrong has a problem.
I wish Chantel had gotten one more move in at the end against Callie. But.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a toss-up for me between Chantel Monroe and Kendall Gray because they're both excellent performers.
Yeah.
It's telling on Brindley Reese because we ain't saying shit about Brindley Reese.
No, again, I wouldn't mind her taking the belt. I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
She might be a good foe against Callie Armstrong, but I don't know.
No, because she's turning into
she had to carry her shit home.
Yeah.
Brindley Reese has it inside of her. She just doesn't let it out.
Yeah.
She needs to cheat more. She needs to cheat more, like the Brinley attitude. Look, you need
You're in
Robert Stone as
NXT
your
and now
manager.
you're on Evolve.
Yeah.
You've been to
Get Robert
NXT.
Stone as your
You've been to
manager.
Evolve. Now
Yeah,
let's do something with this. You just got demoted to Evolve. Like what more do you need to a kick in the ass? Like if I don't straighten my shit up and get my shit right, I'm gonna lose my job.
Yeah.
True.
It's a couple of
And
people
again,
in NXT that's about to happen too.
dude, some people in Evolve are drinking on the job. They don't give a fuck. So that's the Heath Davidson. That's how the fuck it is. But let's jump in. That's the ending of the Evolve episode 7 review. Next week we're gonna have Thatcher versus Bryce Donovan. We're gonna have Jackson Drake versus Sean Legacy. We're gonna have Carly Bright in action versus. And I'm saying this now: either Mason Holiday, Layla Diggs, or Aria Bennett. I'm saying this shit now because for some weird reason they keep using the same 3 people that keep losing. But actually, no, not Aria Bennett, Mason Holiday, Mason, or Hayes Jameson. She loves to lose. She gets free drinks.
I haven't seen her win yet.
She drinks. That's why she's just drinking together. But anyway, CeeJayWolfy, Terrell. Final rating of the show overall, and please plug in your socials, which are down below in the description.
Hey, we forgot the last segment, man. The racial comment.
Oh yeah, but let's give him a chance. If you guys want to stay we'll talk about Jasmine next again. And the comments if you guys want to. If not, totally fine. But I want to put your socials out there just to clip this show, D-Walk, because I gotta clip this later.
Yeah.
You go.
Oh yeah, I'll go. For real, Terrell. That's all one word. For real. FORREAL Terrell TERRELL, all one word. I actually have to update my links, so I'll be sending those over to you.
Yes, sir. We'll put it down in the description.
Chelsea. My overall is I give it a B+.
Okay.
B+. And my social on YouTube, Chelsea J15, TikTok, Instagram, CeeJayWolfy 15.
Okay. Look at that. Joe BNCO, put him out there.
Joe BNCO pretty much on almost all platforms. Facebook, YouTube, and X is Joe BNCO of the PUWF. Instagram, Joe BNCO of the PUWF, I believe it might be as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out there.
Okay. D-Walk?
You can find me on Facebook. Dennis D. Walker. You can find me on Instagram. The Fresh Prince 84. You can find me on Twitter with Dennis Walker. You can find me on Snapchat with DWalk 84. DEWALK 84. And that's it.
TikTok.
Yeah, don't forget TikTok. I forgot mine too, but it's Joe BNCO on TikTok as well.
Yeah, TikTok, Dennis Walker. And also, for real, Terrell, we doing a ride along tomorrow for WrestleMania, WrestleMania, yeah. But we got Stand and Deliver, so I don't know if y'all gonna be up there early. But we doing a watch along, me and Joe, for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, we gonna be up. We definitely
Stand and Deliver, 1
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, we gotta watch
And
that.
then we watch that and then we take a break.
Yeah, we're doing a review of Stand and Deliver probably around 6.
Yeah.
Knock it out. Bam, 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 and then everyone gets a break and then you guys can do the watch along of WrestleMania. That's 5 hours. I want to have a nice little date with my girlfriend.
Well, I got the whole weekend off, so I can't complain.
Cardio.
On the show overall? Socials.
Socials and rating of the show overall.
Follow Arte del Sol PR on Instagram. Yeah.
And
yeah.
Y'all can find me on my socials. I don't give a fuck about that. Here we're gonna switch it up. Let's go. All right, let's see if this thing works. If not, I gotta switch it up again. Oh yeah, it worked. Yay! All right, now let's get to the main event, so we can talk about this. Yep, I think I got it right here. Pop, pop, pop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about a incident that happened in Disneyland, and we'll have our thoughts on it. Let's have our thoughts on that. Let's go. And let's go.
What up, big man? Oh my God, he just fucking growled at me. Oh my God, he just growled at me. He He just growled at me. He just growled at me like a fucking dog. Come in my. This gotta be India, huh? It gotta be India. There's gotta be China or Japan. Same thing. That'll be all. They speak English?
I see you guys taking pictures and stuff.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think If you don't call me ma'am again, I'll.
I'm from the South. That's what we were using right there on our plantation.
Crazy.
Damn.
All right.
Crazy.
How many racial comments can you fit into a 30-second segment, folks?
Sure.
He
Now,
might as well,
okay.
He might as well have that Homer Simpson swear jar, but for
Man. I
Now,
wish
okay,
somebody
he-
would have punched him in the
He was
mouth.
Dave Chappelle in that shit.
Yeah.
Now we're like hyenas on a piece of meat. Let's get some context. Jasmine Nix was taking her boyfriend, and his friend was recording the whole time on their live stream. And on the live stream, it was a longer live stream than nothing. They just cut it so you can see all the highlights. Cardi M, we talked about this last week. What are your thoughts on Jasmine Nix's boyfriend Brighton from Squid Games? From Squid Games America and Perfect Match. Could we actually watch Perfect Match and all these if you can romantic and
I saw the clip and
yes.
immediately I'm like,
What are your thoughts on Brighton being a fucking idiot and possibly jeopardizing Jasmine Nix's career?
okay.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm not gonna give an opinion on whether it jeopardizes her career because, again, if that's her boyfriend and that's who she's hanging out with, and he's saying that kind of shit, then she knows that she's cool with it, whatever. And Brighton, like, my comments on him, I'll keep it short and sweet. Like, he was always an asshole, and he's still an asshole. So that's it.
He got kicked out of Perfect Match so fucking fast, came back and got kicked out again. So, but CeeJayWolfy, Terrell, your thoughts on Brighton, Netflix famous, by the way, and the comments of that.
Yeah, it was wild. I saw that clip a few days ago, and I'm like, dang, is he really saying this stuff? Like, really? Like, I don't know. It might jeopardize, depending on how they look at this, take this as a punishment for her.
Yeah. But remind you, they've been trying to let go of their racism shit for the longest. They was almost there until he did this dumb shit.
Yeah, he did.
Like I said, she represents NXT. Yeah. She
he
represents
just one with Mark. He did a couple with Mark.
Yes. Yes.
So
yeah. Remember,
he
Carlito made the Chinese-Japanese thing on Raw, and he got penalized for it.
Oh yes, yeah. Alive, like they want to give him chances, basically.
Yeah, it could be one of those things to where the person that you're in a relationship with reflects on you as well. So the way this person conduct themselves, and you had nothing to say.
Guilty by association.
Guilty by association.
But she laughed about it.
Stop recording. Stop recording.
But she was laughing though. She was laughing.
She was laughing.
Yeah.
She was condoning bad behavior.
Like, hey, look, chill out with that. Chill out. Stop playing. Stop doing that. Like, hey, cut the camera off. Look, have a come to Jesus talk. Like, look, y'all not finna jeopardize nothing.
No,
we not finna be associated with none of this. I'm originally from Chicago, so and me being in Mississippi and him saying he's from the South.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
He should know not to play like that.
No, down south people is well trained. Down south people is well raised.
Yeah,
and then the plantation cotton remark at the end.
Yeah, that was wild.
He just took black people back 100 years. But this is all I gotta say.
He's kind of go ahead.
Somebody should have punched this motherfucker in the face. For one, for wearing a Dallas Cowgirls jersey. For two, that motherfucker jersey was so faded and everything. He got enough money to fucking go buy a new one. And for three, they should have punched him in the face again just off fucking principle.
And not only that, right in the beginning, he made fun of a homeless person as well.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't homeless.
No,
He was disabled.
Yeah, disabled.
That was
Oh,
disabled,
he looked like
bro.
he looked like
That's
he might have
even
been a
worse.
homeless guy panhandling, but that's
But
even
that's
worse.
even worse.
Well, yeah, that's even worse. Like, that's definitely even worse because like people crack jokes about crackheads all day long, but when you crack jokes about the handicap, that's a whole different realm entering in. And
you could do that shit in private, but don't do it on video.
Yeah.
And then by her laughing, they could look at that and be like, "Hey, look, man,
She laughing at what he had said.
we got to terminate you."
Yeah.
They could. They really
Like-
could. And like
you laugh like
She hasn't been on TV since then either.
And I get it. I get it. That's her man and everything. And it's like probably like a level of respect that she had for him. Just caught up in the moment. But it's like, it's a certain way you conduct yourself as a man. It's a certain way you present yourself as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you out in
Like
public and acting that belligerent, like when we in public, do I do goofy stuff? Yeah, but I know what to say and what not to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say something that's going to offend people, like by race, being prejudiced, nothing like that. Most of the time, when I joke about stuff, it most of the time it's about me and her. But like, we ain't gonna get into all that. But what I'm saying is, like, it's about me and her. It's not about me saying, "Oh, I see an Asian guy that don't know," like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, just saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
And he was being very belligerent. He was being belligerent, like he was in his own little world.
Yeah. Then that's how he talks. Like I said, he got comfortable and started saying stupid shit.
He thought it was cool, but it was corny as hell. I mean, like, how old is he? Like 12? Like, who do shit like that? Like I said,
Again,
like,
watch Perfect Match. You'll see he is Perfect Match and Squid Games, I guess, but mostly Perfect Match. Like,
but
he is just douchey.
Yeah, his homeboy should have been like, man, that shit ain't cool.
You know what it was? Trolling make people like that feel comfortable to do whatever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? You have like the Tekashi 6ix9ine. The Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was the very first troll that we have seen realistically.
That motherfucker is the human Skittle.
Right.
Yeah.
And with the hair, like he had the colorful hair, always cracking jokes, always joking around with people like it's a game until it was time for him to have his come to Jesus moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we still have people like that exist. So like the internet trolls, for example, the people that be in the comment section, being keyboard thugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's basically what he is personified.
I've shut a couple of them down. I've shut a couple of them down myself because
Joe could be like Joe, for example. You could be talking about the Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins main event. You got everybody in the comment section. Oh yeah, I like the ideal of the match. I don't like the ideal of the match. And then you just got that one or a few people that's like, oh well, I haven't watched wrestling since I was an adult. And it's like, so why the fuck are you commenting then? Get your goofy ass out of here.
Yeah. Hey, the only person that could troll. The only person that could troll and it's funny.
They want attention.
Yeah.
And the answer you give them is you tell them, okay, then back to the Premier League for you then, sir.
Yeah.
Oh no, because somebody did me like that on TikTok, and I was like, congratulations with the ribbons. Like, you did something. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Hey, the only person that could troll and it's funny and it's insulting at the same time is 50 Cent.
Okay, but that's 50 Cent though. That 50 Cent. That's a guy. That's a guy that has a long history of shit happening to him. Yes.
Alex, you and Cardi know who. You and Cardi M know who
right now.
Sorry,
50 Cent's on his revenge tour.
Man, he is sad.
You and Cardi M know about this guy that was in this video. What nationality is he?
Brighton?
Is he black? Is he Puerto Rican? Is he Spanish? Is he
He ain't Latino. We don't represent. He does not represent anything of a race. Let's just put that shit out there right now.
He might be mixed. You don't know.
Like that, we
He's
not
mixed.
gonna,
He's
not gonna
mixed.
accept him
He
neither.
just screams like entitled.
Yes. Okay.
I grew up with
I
I needed, and now I think
I
are
said he was
easy.
African American. D Walk's like, he ain't one of us.
and then you say he's Puerto Rican. I'm saying he's not one of us. I'm just saying like he's not. He's a human being. That's not a race. That's just a human being. That's it. Let's just put that like that. That's it. But
Well,
I
I
will
said
say
that
this.
because like you're making fun of your
Yeah.
own race. Like if you're making fun of your own race, that's sickening because you're from the South.
It
and
is.
you're making jokes about plantations of cotton. Like that's no.
It is. That's why I'm like he might be made, but in the end result, this will either hurt or help Jasmine because again, like Cora Jade, you could just dump him and just move on with your life. If you're just doing this because he's Netflix famous, which by the way, in a rating of A to F, he's a C- celebrity. C-. You're only
C-.
famous in Netflix groups and only when they bring your ass back. That's it. Okay, I've seen enough freaking Perfect Match and blind what baby, what's that thing called? Blind Circle, Love is Blind, and Circle, and The Trust, and The Mole. Like they're only famous in Netflix, and Netflix can only get your eyes so far.
He giving me Kevin Federline vibes.
Oh my God! Hold up. Yes, I can find it.
That took me back.
Yeah, damn, Kevin Federline. Damn. And then Britney Spears with the knives. But either way, I will say this: Brighton, you're a fucking idiot. Jasmine had the best match of her career last week, and then now we're probably not gonna see her for 6 months.
If not released after WrestleMania.
TNA, no, look, if they send her as if they send Fatal Influence to the main roster, it's fucking stupid. If they like, just no. High five. But Joe, what should Jasmine Nix do in the future? Go on.
First off, she should keep everything off of camera.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to not be recording everything that you're doing. Everything is not a TV show. Learn to enjoy your life without a camera rolling.
Yeah.
That's your private life. Learn to enjoy it without a camera rolling. If the camera was never rolling, we would have never known about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have somebody that's with you that's a troll, like an in-life real troll.
A 12-year-old.
All he does, all he wants to do is take negativity and turn it around and try to make money off it and views. That's all he wants. He's a clickbait.
Yeah. He's the Logan Paul of Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
He's worse. He's worse than Logan Paul. Worse.
Yeah, way worse.
No, Logan Paul is like Logan Paul for me, is if you want to use comics, he is how do I say this without being a dick. No, you know what? In movie reference, he's the Gollum of the world because his precious is his views and his popularity. Without that,
he looks
nothing.
like that too.
Yeah,
he kind of looks like that too.
Hey, Alex, don't ding me. I'm just telling the truth. Once Jasmine Nix get released, her only choice is OnlyFans, and I'm gonna watch.
I love that you said don't ding you, but
her boyfriend's got to walk around dressed like you are right now. D Walk.
Yeah, but this is shut up.
In the eyes of an angel, we shall miss you. Oh.
Let's get this straight, buddy. For one, you will never see me in a Dallas Cowgirl jersey. And for two, if I wear any kind of jersey, it's gonna look better than that piece of shit he had on. It looked like he had that shit for 10 years.
All right, so when we all get together in the States, we're gonna get this motherfucker drunk and put him in the Dallas Cowboys jersey so we can take pictures of his ass.
And then he does this.
Hey, if y'all give me next state where I'm able, y'all get a chance to get a Dallas Cowgirl jersey on me, I'm gonna steal something.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll tell you.
Okay,
Detroit jersey.
Okay, D-Walk. You're incriminating yourself. Let's just end it right here. Brighton, you're a piece of shit.
I'm black, bro.
Jasmine
They
Nix,
don't believe me.
I know.
I'm black. They only think I'm doing it. They think I'm just talking.
I know, but Brighton, you're a piece of shit. Jasmine Nix,
yeah,
be better. Stay away
Break
from
up
D-Walk.
with him. Break up with him and get with me.
Stay away from D-Walk is a bad decision. He'll be drunk all the time and pass out. You don't need that.
You won't have the camera rolling all the time, though.
I know. But in the end results, be better, do better, because if not, we're going to talk about this shit again. This was PWF Evolve and Jasmine Nix and NXT Time with D-Walk redo. I have to cut this shit up later when I wake up tomorrow morning. I want to thank CeeJayWolfy and Terrell for passing by and giving us their thoughts on this and Evolve episode 7 next week. We'll talk about episode 8. I want to congratulate congratulate Terrell for his new job. Keep it going. Find your happiness.
Let's go.
Find your passion. That's what matters. Joe being healthy, D-Walk being not so drunk that he's talking about Shelton Benjamin.
The man said he is sober.
That's good.
Only had 8 beers.
Yeah,
today.
but now I know the levels. Like if he talks about Booker T and Brock Lesnar, he's drunk. He drank like Shelton Benjamin, he's drunk.
He drank like 8. He drank like 8 beers in the last like 2 hours. So I mean, that's not terrible.
I've seen that.
I have. Either way, I want to thank everyone.
I guess what's in here?
Oh my God.
You got a flash.
Your hope.
Hennessy.
Your hope.
Hennessy.
Yeah, Joe, you're right. Yeah.
Hold up now. Terrell, you have something to say? Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, with the sunglasses, I don't know if you have a name when you wear the sunglasses, because you kind of look like they look like Soulja Boy glasses. But I was gonna say,
Soulja Boy, yeah.
You could be drumline, like you could be drumline Flint. And then you could be like your catchphrase is crank that drum line. So like crank that drum line. Like
we could start calling him D-Walk the Wino.
Yeah, we're not getting to that. Like, y'all can talk about this. Y'all can talk about this on the WrestleMania. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah.
Stand, deliver, post review. Oba's gonna not retain. Ricky
what?
Starks is whatever.
What did you say?
What?
Oba's not retaining?
Wow.
I'll say like that.
Obafemi's gonna keep that. Obafemi's gonna keep that belt, and then he's gonna put the belt down and say nobody's good enough to beat.
I'm about to hit the button.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I know. D-Walk, be safe. Terrell, CeeJayWolfy and Terrell, thank you for passing by and enjoying the madness with us. And Cardi M,
yes,
you made it.
Yes.
You made it.
Yeah. I see y'all in 10 hours.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Lace up your boots, we're about to fight. NXT in the house, bringing the hype. We walk on bike, ready to ignite. Detroit hip hop, we take it flight. Body slamming, the crowd's going wild. Square circle with the kings of the pile. NXT superstars, we're breaking the mold. This Detroit beat will never get old. Step into the ring, feel the adrenaline rush. NXT wrestlers, we're the ones that can't crush. With our moves so smooth, we're the next generation. Detroit hip-hop meets wrestling sensation. Lace up your boots, we're about to fight. NXT in the house, bringing the hype. D-Walk on the mic, ready to ignite.